Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. Now, today we're reading for November 28th, 29th, and 30th, and then December 1st. So that is Monday through Thursday. Now, because it's during the week, I use my two Radley Valentine decks. I use my Archangel Power Tarot cards, and then I will pull one from my Guardian Angel Tarot cards. Now, I also use my Inspirational Wisdom from Angels and Fairies by Frances Monroe and artwork by Judy Mastrangelo. And I will pull one from my Emily Anderson crystal deck. Now, for this is just the introduction, and this will be tagged on all of the readings. If you want to bypass, if this is the first time and you're like, well, where's the reading? Go down into the description. You'll see for Crosswatchers with a timestamp. Click on that, and it should jump you right where your readings are. Now, because this is the introduction, I am going to use my Rider-Waite traditional tarot, and I am going to pull one from my Osha Zen tarot cards. I have prayed, meditated, and infused all the decks with Reiki energy. I am a Reiki master, but remember, these are general readings. They may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest. I call myself an intuitive channeler. I open myself to higher power, God, Holy Spirit, and Source, and let whatever the message is come through. Now, the one thing I do like to talk about, what's going on in the planets. And, you know, the weekend, the planets were still very intense, but they weren't doing a whole lot, okay? But they're very intense in that moment of not doing a whole lot. But what we have on the 29th and the 30th, we have Mercury, which is 19 degrees in Sagittarius, and on the 30th, we have Venus, 19 degrees of Sagittarius. Both of these, now this is the fire energy. Mercury is our communications. It's our hearing news type of energy. Venus is our relationship. Both of these are opposing to Mars, which is retrograde, 19 degrees again in Gemini. So remember, you know, fire and air becomes very combustible. It just, you know, when you add air to fire, fire to air, it just grows and grows and grows. These are opposing, so there could be some interesting issues with our communications, in our news, also with our relationships. Now, on the 30th also, Mercury again in Sagittarius, well, that will be sextiling to Saturn, which is 19 degrees in Aquarius. So we've got that 19 energy there. So, you know, numbers are very important, so kind of think about that. But Saturn is Saturn in Aquarius has always been about illusion versus reality. So but these two are really kind of buddying up with each other. So they're kind of, that Sagittarius energy, Mercury in Sagittarius, is kind of giving a little bit of oomph to that Saturn. And we also have on the 30th Mars, again retrograde, 19 degrees. So this 19 is the big frame, is the big message here too. That is trining with Saturn. And again, this gives it a little bit more of a push. This is like, Mars in Gemini being kind of that cheerleader for Saturn in Aquarius. So that's an interesting energy. Mars, of course, is, the god of war, the planet of war. Gemini, very, air energy. Aquarius, very air energy. Saturn. Well, Saturn's been making a mess of a lot of things for us. So, it's really making us delve into those hidden things that we would have liked to have kept secret. So, let's see. So, I kind of think that the 29th and 30th and maybe the 1st, that there could be a lot of stress put on relationships and a lot of stress be put on what we're hearing. So, it could be a lot of stress during this week. More around that 30th time, more around, the 29th through the 1st even. Okay, let's see what higher power, what do you want to say? And we're going to be using our Waite Rider cards. What would you like to say to people out there? What do they need to know? What do we need to know? What do I need to know? What are we going to do? What's going to happen this weekend? Where are we at? Or this week, I should say. This week. What are we going to do? Let's see what we've got here. I feel like we just need to keep shuffling for a little bit longer. Here we go. I know, it's always waiting. But remember, preparation is what, the definitional block is preparation to meet opportunity. So sometimes it just feels like we're waiting. We still need to live our lives. We still need to get up in the morning and, just raise our vibrations, connect with higher power, and do whatever it is that we're being inspired to do, keeping it for the good. Here we go. Let's see what we have. So anything that's reversed is a little stronger. Let's see. Remember, court cards have dual energies, and we'll talk about them if we have a court card. First card is, well, here we go. The Knight of Cups. It is reversed, so it's a little stronger energy. So when we talk about the court cards having dual energies, well, the Page, which is before the Knight, has the Earth energy, the Pentacle energy, the Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy, money, job energy. And you know that Capricorn and Taurus, Capricorn has Pluto in it, and Taurus has Uranus going retro. It will be going direct, I think. Is it a month or 2 months? So it is starting to slow down a little bit. Anyway, this is the Knight of Cups. So Knight energy, underlying energy is fire. Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, passionate, burning, determined energy. Cup energy is our water energy. That is our Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, fluid, emotional. Pisces is the one that has Neptune in retro, though it is slowing down. It is getting stationary. It's becoming stationary because it's about to go direct. So that has, so we have Neptune, and then we also have Jupiter in Pisces. Jupiter is about to move, not quite yet, and it's not changing direction, so it's going with the same speed it always has into Aries, but that I think is more in December. So we have the water energy. Now the water energy is the underlying energy for the Queen. Okay, so we have this fire energy underlying, really passionate energy, wanting to get things done, but then we have this spiritual energy, this water energy. And fire and water, water can contain fire, fire can contain water. Sometimes you can throw water on fire and you get steam and smoke. Sometimes, water itself, sometimes they mix, sometimes they don't mix well either. Sometimes they can be very, very useful energy. Now, the Knight of Cups, and this might have something to do with our Venus being in Sagittarius. It could have it might have something to do with that Mercury too, but, that Sagittarius energy, Venus is very, emotional, a very relationship type of energy. So Knights are directional. So this is something that really, you've got the passion of that fire, but you also have that emotional energy, that wanting energy. A lot of times the Knight of Cups has a romantic energy, a dreamy energy, and that's where that Pisces might be coming in. But, you kind of look at the cup, you look at this, he's holding his cup, he's holding his horse. His horse is just kind of like looking down, prancing a little bit. I don't really know if he is moving forward or if he's prancing in place. He's holding his cup, and he's really being very careful with his next steps. He's being very careful with where he's going. So he's not necessarily rushing into anything. He's very, he's just very watchful. I'm getting a very watchful energy with the Knight of Cups. I'm getting a very careful energy, kind of holding that fire energy back, kind of doing that, kind of putting the, the hose to the fire in many, many ways too. Watching, waiting. Ready, the prancing is, the horse wants to get going, but he's not letting the horse go forward just yet. But traditionally, the Knight of Cups is about new romances, new emotional situations also. Our next card is, we have the Six of Pentacles. Now this has popped up a couple of times before, Pentacles, again, is our earth energy. 6 is the number of man. It's the money. It's the energy that we put into something to make it happen. The 6 of Pentacles is money coming from unexpected sources. It's money coming like we're not really, wow, that money that checks in the mail and then the mail actually comes. Or you might find that somebody came in and paid off a bill. There's a lot of people that do the pay it forward, where you go in and, you're at a restaurant and you find out somebody paid your bill. So this is money. This is unexpected money. This is largesse. And we do have that wonderful Jupiter. It is still in a slow-mo type of motion right now. In Pisces, it's going to get a little bit, it's going to get its direction moving a little bit more so, but it is still kind of in that slow-mo. So this is unexpected money. Again, I get this very much, this waiting, unexpected money, but waiting, keep waiting for the unexpected money. I'm not sure. The one thing I did not talk about is that, I talked about the page, the knight, and the queen. I did not talk about the king. The king's underlying energy is air, swords, and that is our Aquarius, our Gemini, and our Libra. And we know Aquarius has Saturn in it, and Gemini has Mars in it right now. So here we go. Last card is now, again reversed, we have the Knight of Pentacles. So again, I told you I had the waiting. Well, the Knight of Pentacles really is the waiter, is waiting also. So we have the underlying of the fire, Pentacle energy, that money energy, that earth energy. The Knight of Pentacles, what he likes to do is he likes to survey his options. He likes to survey his choices. He wants to make sure that what he's doing has a reasonable success rate. Okay? But once he's assured himself, once he's got his plan in action or in paper, and once he knows that there's a good, like a 95% chance that this of success, he gets started. He looks like he's stationary right now. Remember, this one, the emotional part wants to prance, wants to move, but again, ever since I get this waiting, unexpected money coming, unexpected money for the universe. This one is, okay, we're waiting a little bit more, but once it gets going, there's nothing that can stop the Knight of Pentacles, okay? Okay, so something, we're waiting, emotional energy, fire energy for both of these, money coming in, waiting, and once the Knight of Pentacles gets the go, nothing can stop it. Okay, let's see what we have here with the Osha Zen Tarot, and let's see what this is all about here. Oh, while I'm shuffling, please remember to go down there, like, share, subscribe, click on the bell. I have many people saying, I can't find your videos, and I'm not sure why they get hidden. I put them all in a playlist, but they do. I mean, people will be on one side and say, I can't find the other, and they should all be together. So the liking, sharing, and the subscribing does help, so thank you. Okay, let's see. Osha Zen Tarot. Higher power. Anything else to add? We're waiting. We've got a lot of emotion here, a lot of wanting this new experience. We got, we're here, we're waiting, something to do with money, job, career here. Unexpected money coming in. Once that one page, once that knight gets the go-ahead, when all the plan, it's a blank slate. It's a blank slate. So here we have, this is a 5. 5 is about change, positive, negative. This is one of these cards that's very unique to Osha Zen Tarot. It is nothingness, no-thingness. It's a blank slate. Nobody really knows. Or it's not, I shouldn't say nobody knows. I know that God's source knows, but it's not being revealed just yet. That one's a little frustrating, but that gives still a lot of opportunities. So waiting, money coming in, waiting for the get-go. We're just not being told. We're just not being told. So what does it all mean? You tell me. It's always interesting, but Again, do the like, share, subscribe, and clicking on the bell for notifications. And why don't we get started with our readings now? Hello, my Pisces. Okay, so I'm shuffling the decks because I do that in between the readings. And I'm thinking of Pisces, and I'm thinking, does Pisces have money coming to them, or what goes around comes around type of energy? So I'm not sure if you, and again, I don't do legal advice, but it felt like there was Pisces out there maybe you've given up on something and you hear something. It's like money, maybe, and again, I don't do the legal stuff, so please, don't bank on this per se. But I'm kind of feeling like, what goes around comes around. Maybe it's karmic justice. Maybe it's maybe it is something legality-wise. Maybe money's coming in, something that's owed to you. I just felt for somebody out there, again, money coming, goes around, comes around. You've been being, you've given it to God's source and said, you know what, I've tried everything I can try. I give it to you now. I feel like there's some sort of a resolution that actually will be very pleasing. I hope that. I do hope that. I do hope that for some Pisces out there, okay? I really do hope that for you. So let's see, higher power. What else? What do you want for my Pisces here? What do you want for my Pisces? You have to always have faith, my Pisces. You have your two little fishies, and one is like the positive, yes, 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 and the other is like, oh, I don't know, that's not going to happen, maybe not. And you're manifestors. You can make things happen. So try to at least, I don't want to say ignore that little fish that doesn't, because that little fish brings you a lot of deep insight, really, really does, especially now, we got Jupiter and Neptune retro, but it's slowing down because it's going to go positive. It's going to go direct soon. So there's a lot of this mysterious, good fortune type of energy around with your sign right now. But again, hold on to the sunshine. Hold on to the positive energy. Okay, let's see what we've got for my Pisces. This one's reversed. Here we are. Strength. We have strength. So we have an 11. We have a 1-1. New beginnings, 10. Transitional energy plus the 1. And then we add it together. It's a decision to be made. Now, this is Archangel Ariel. Now, in the traditional tarot cards, the 11 in the Archangel or in the Major Arcana is also the Justice card. Okay? They switch this up a little bit. But I do love the cards, so that's why I continue to use these cards. So there is strength and justice and strength. Stay firm, stay strong. Keep holding on, okay? Hold on to that positive energy here. Strength and grace through kindness, self-confidence, forgiveness. And I'm always telling you this. I know I'm preaching to the choir. Forgiveness is about freeing you from anger, freeing you from the negative energies. The other person doesn't either know or doesn't even care. And I do not mean that you have to go and tell them you forgive them. Maybe that helps. That could help. I myself would just rather, what? Like I said, I give this to God. I give that person to God. You do what you need to do. Whatever they need to make them the person you want them to be, out of my hands. And it helps to free you and helps for you to feel lighter in your spirit. Okay? So something about strength is for this week for you. Next card is, the 6 of Michael. So 6 is the number of man. It's the energy you put into something. So we have a 116, 611. Michael is air energy. It is our Aquarius, our Gemini, and our Libra. And I talked about in the introduction, we have Aquarius, Saturn in Aquarius, and Mars in Gemini doing some stuff this weekend. Okay, so some stuff is being done. Not this weekend, this week. So stuff is being done. There's strong energies with that. But the 6 of Michael, the 6 of air is the light coming, the light that something is, something is shifting. There is the, the darkest before the dawn, that, the light at the end of the tunnel. Things are shifting for you, and you're moving out of a place. Now, the unknown, the future may be unknown, but it seems like it's going to be much better than what you've just gone through, okay? It's the light at the end of the tunnel. Breathe a sigh of relief and make new plans. Relocation or travel. I like that. Let's see, last card here is the Five of Raphael. So we have that 5 is about change, change, change. Raphael is your energy. Now, it is also Cancer and Scorpio energy. You're the one that's the big player right now, my Pisces, with Neptune and Jupiter. The Five of Raphael is one of those cards that, it says everything happens for a reason. Whatever. And again, it's like what I said in the beginning. You were waiting, waiting, waiting. And while you might have, if this is some sort of a, what do we want to even call this? If this is some sort of a, okay, so something was buzzing. I'm sorry about that. Anyway, the Five of Raphael, you're the big energy right now. But this is, again, what I was saying is that, maybe you were waiting. Maybe you were waiting for some sort of an inheritance, some sort of a settlement, whatever I was talking about. And it would have been really nice if it came 5 years ago, or if it came, 2 years ago, or even a couple of weeks ago. But because it comes now, it is needed more now than it was ever needed before. I've had many a time like that. So, everything happens for a reason. It is a positive energy. You might have said, oh, but I wish it would have happened earlier, but this is the time for this, okay? So the Five of Raphael, everything happens for a reason. Release regret and embrace the opportunities for happiness. Search for the silver lining. Something's happening that you might have wanted it earlier. Maybe it could even be a job. It could have been something that, why couldn't I have had that job? I'd be that much. No, the time is right now for you. Okay? Okay. Let's see. Guardian angels. What do we have for my Pisces? What do we have for my Pisces? What do we have for my Pisces? Okay, there we go. Three of Abundance. I love the Three of Abundance. That is our Earth energy, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. Threes have very creative energy, celebratory energy. The power of three. You get two of your friends and you're all out there saying all good stuff. It's good energy here. So your passion will lead you to your divine life purpose. Do what you love and have confidence in your talent. Learn everything there is to know about your interests by taking classes, getting a mentor, or teaming up with like-minded people. Allow your creativity to soar. This is why whatever held off, it's because the timing is now. Maybe you have a better sense of discovery. And again, too, like I tell people, I tell my children, what you're doing in your 20s, you're not going to do in your 30s or your 40s or your 50s or even in your 60s. Life changes and we change with it. Embrace what you love. Embrace what you love, my Pisces. Anyway, let's see what we've got going on here. Let's see. Inspirational words of wisdom from our angels and fairies. Here we are. Mushroom fairy. Anyway, step into the light to rejoice and celebrate all the good there is in you. Remember that little fishy? I want you to embrace that light. Embrace the light. Okay, let's see. Crystal or energy for my Pisces for this week. Let's see, what would be helpful for my Pisces? And my Pisces, I have found many of you are very good crystal whisperers. The only thing about you, my Pisces, is sometimes the crystals get a little bit overwhelming to you. So you want to make sure whichever crystals you choose are carefully chosen, okay? I've seen people, Pisces, they go in and go, ooh, this is too much. But here we go. Turquoise. Now that's on my little necklace here. My necklace, my little moons. Turquoise. Leadership qualities, clear communication, prosperity, and success. I love that. I love that. Now sometimes you can see some turquoise. I believe this is This is true turquoise because it's small. Sometimes it can be a certain, I can't remember what kind of mineral or crystal it is, and then they paint it and make it look like it to make it harder. So just be aware of that too. Anyway, my Pisces, I know, too much information. Okay, do me a favor. Please go down here to like, share, subscribe, and clicking on the bell for notifications, because really, my Pisces, truly, my videos get lost. My husband was like, where's my Pisces? He was on my playlist, and he's like, I can't find Pisces. So somehow they get lost. So that helps. Thank you so much. As always, my Pisces, always know that you are loved, stay shining, and be blessed. Bye-bye.